saying? But hopefully we're not talking about him for the last time, one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But we will if it happens. But we don't want to.
Yeah, we definitely. YG, he did the Verzuz with Game. I'm sure you probably didn't see it.
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
I seen clips of it, not a lot, and it looked like it was more like they was, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was respectful.
Yeah, doing their thing. Yeah.
They didn't go. There was a lot of red in the building because I think they both Bloods, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But a day before that, he was picked up, detained, arrested. He is being suspected of stabbing Drakeo the Ruler back in 2021. I don't know if you heard about this. Mm-hmm. And, you know, there's if I'm not mistaken, Drakeo Security is pretty much saying that he's seen him with a knife and he's seen him commit the act. Now, the cops ran into his crib the other day, detained him, collected evidence. He is the suspect, the main suspect number one in the murder, alleged murder. You know what I mean? He did die, but, you know, I don't know if, you know, YG really did it, but he's the suspect number one, you know, in that that murder, bro. So I didn't know he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Very, very shocking. I remember we reported on it back when this happened in 2021. Mm-hmm. But man, what's your thoughts on that one?
See, it's odd because it seems like a situation like this where there's a murder, and you talk about he might have stabbed him. It just seems like that type of information, that type of evidence, one would want to be collected a lot sooner than 5 years later.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that the timing of it kind of just throws me off. I don't think it had anything to do with him about to perform with a Verzuz with Game or anything like that, but the timing is just very coincidental. On top of the fact that why did it take so long for them to go ahead and detain him? And if he did kill him, right? Was it with a knife? Like what do you think? He was about to walk in this man's house 5 years later and find that knife? Or find evidence? Like for me, just kind of looking on the outside looking in is very odd and very strange to me. I want to see more information, what else comes out, because it just shit ain't adding up to me. Like it's not. I'm not saying it didn't have beef. I'm not saying he wasn't involved. I'm not saying that he might have stabbed him, whatever the case may be. I'm saying from a law enforcement's perspective, why take so goddamn long? Like it took this long to find a suspect. It took this long for Drakeo Security to say, oh yeah, they seen YG with a knife. It's just the timing of it is just very odd to me, man. But what's your thoughts?
I kind of feel like this is why these murder cases, they never shut.
Yeah.
Because they're always, sometimes they go cold. Sometimes, you know, but I've seen videos where 40 years later, people get picked up. You know, they may have went to another state, changed their name. I was just one video where this guy got away for mad long. And it was certain places where he kept getting away with it because if your license was revoked, they didn't lock you up and fingerprint you. But he was in one particular state, I think it was like South Carolina, where that if your license is revoked or whatever the case may be, they lock you up. And he knew he was gone. If they got his fingerprints,
he was done.
He was done. He done changed his life, changed his name. He's a Salam now, and then took the Shahada. And they came back and popped his ass like 27 years later. I'll send you that video later. He could he was fucked up. Like, yo, I gotta go to jail. Like, please, because he knew.
He knew.
So I'm saying that all to say that you never know. It does seem odd. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like all that time, but you never know what could have happened in that time. You know, what they found, what was revealed in the time, because the case is always open. They're always taking tips. You know what I mean? But is it probably stronger for YG to probably beat it? Probably, because so much time went past.
Yeah.
As opposed to them, you know, right then and saying, all right, he's the suspect. We got so-and-so witnesses said he did it. We found a knife or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So, you know, we'll see, man. Surveillance. It seems odd. I ain't gonna lie. It seems it's like 5 years. So we shall see.
We shall see. I'm leaning toward YG getting off because of the time. I could be completely wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't have a horse in the race. If he did it, he fucking did it. You know what I mean? Somebody died. So I'm not trying to absolve him for any type of murder or anything like that. But the timing of it, just like, wow, it definitely is on his side, because I think a defense team could kind of cut that up. Unless there's some indisputable evidence that they found that points him to the situation. And I mean, we shall see. But it's odd all the way around.
And I've seen DJ Academics was talking about it. He says allegedly they're preparing a RICO case.
Oh shit.
For YG.
It ain't hard.
Nah, it ain't.
Not hard.
It's not.
If you are known affiliate of whatever, you know what I mean, and you are said leader, or you are a leader type, or you got a group of people that look out for you, that's it.
Yeah, and it don't have to always be a murder. It ain't always got to be drugs. It could be credit cards if it's on a high enough level. Any organized crime. You could be running numbers, sports betting, anything that's not under the parameters. of legality or legal, and you're doing it, and you're not reporting taxes, and it's criminal, they can hit you with the RICO.
Yep.
And especially, Bloods and Crips has always been the target of RICOs.
Yep.
I mean, look, Big U. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, they and one thing these guys got to understand is that you're constantly under surveillance. You're constantly being scrutinized. You're constantly being watched, especially when you're in a high profile like that. But as soon as you announce your allegiance to a gang, they watching you.
He on your ass.
They're on you.
Yep.
The same thing. Look with Dirk.
Yep.
Look with Thug.
Yep.
We can go down the list of people. Even ARAB, which was a pseudo gang because the OBH, they would call themselves not a gang, but they're going to categorize you as a gang because you got synonyms, the OBH, and, you're allegedly committing crime together as the RICO. So it's really that simple. It sucks for people, but it's that simple. If they want to do it, they can do it. They're the highest law in the land.
Let's talk about the Verzuz real quick, because I know you didn't see it. I really didn't see it, but I don't know if you heard, but a consensus from what everybody I've been hearing is saying, they said YG washed the game.
What?
Washed him.
Wow. Yo, I don't know.
Which
Game
is
looked
shocking
off.
to me, bro.
Like, he looked off on that joint or something, man.
Well, he necked a whole bottle of Patron or some Henny or something. He was drunk off his ass.
Damn.
And what we say about the verse, there's no way the game should walk in there with the catalog he has, and it wasn't a verse for but lose that battle to YG based off of his catalog alone. And I have not heard one person, who have watched that battle say Game won that shit. Wow. Everybody's saying YG. And these are people that I respect. Their hip-hop minds I respect. Cleaned his ass up. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. So Wack 100, when you was come with your conspiracy, right? Your conspiracy that they was going to try to make him the winner, he won.
He won.
That's like if we like, you got a conspiracy, it's a game that a team, whatever's gonna happen, but they bust your fucking ass. Ain't no conspiracy. They whooped your ass. Your man didn't perform. It wasn't like it was close and your man got his so-called ass busted, as they say. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. Wow.
Disappointed.
I'm shocked.
Disappointed in the game. Disappointed because that shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't have happened. He's out there trying. I don't know. Game was just being game, I guess, that day.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to bring this up about Wack 100. I was reading a story on the way in too, that the YouTuber is now suing Wack 100. Right?
Who?
A YouTuber. I don't know. Like, he's not like a known one.
Okay.
But it was a YouTuber that was putting out paperwork on. We don't know him because I looked up the name and it didn't ring no bells or whatever the case. But he was putting out paperwork on Wack 100 saying that he was an alleged informant or